What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azrael's Gaming. So, we're going to jump back into TerrorFest today. The newest chapter just came out yesterday. Once again, I'm getting this out a little bit late. I've had some things going on in my personal life. I haven't been able to record as much as I've wanted to, and so I kind of missed being able to do this yesterday. But, we're going to jump into it now. And if you remember from the last chapter, we hooked up with Tyson, and as he was leaving, we decided we were going to give our sister's secret lover a call because they hadn't, interacted with anything on her phone since then, so it had to mean that they knew that she was dead, which could also be the person who killed her as well. And their code name was Backpack, so we didn't know who they were. And when we make the phone call, Tyson's phone rings, which was a knife to the heart for me because I cannot believe this. I don't want to believe it. Surely he had nothing to do with our sister's death, and I feel like he does. I've seen some suggestions and comments that he could be the murderer. I really hope not. I really, really hope not. So let's go ahead and get started with the new chapter, which I am looking forward to. No, I don't want to read this right now. That was a new one, having a pop-up in the load screen. Okay, so TerrorFest, Chapter 13, 1313 Dead End Drive, which is a fun board game if you've never played it, so. The phone rings in your ear, and as you watch in horror, Tyson glances at the caller ID and declines the call. Cold dread fills your chest as the line goes silent. Tyson? Who is that? I like how I still have the mining gear on. He looks dumbly down at the phone in his hand, and you can almost see the gears churning in his head as he thinks about his next move. Before finally heaving a sigh. I'm sorry. We didn't mean for it to be a secret, but Des didn't want to tell any of you over the phone, and... Tell us what? We were kind of together. Sharing is caring. It looks like you and Destiny had more in common than you thought. For God's sake, yeah, give me that one. Oh my God. I've been sleeping with my sister's boyfriend, who's technically, I guess, now, ex-boyfriend, because she's no longer with us, but wow, sisters share a little too much in common. Ew! You hooked up with my sister. Why didn't you say anything? I know, I'm sorry, but I promise it has nothing to do with whoever killed her. Just give me a chance to explain, please? As you stare into Tyson's eyes, you take in the quiet pleading, and you can't help but think of Destiny. She gave me that same look when she asked if I thought she was the killer, and even though all signs pointed to her, she wasn't. My intuition hasn't steered me wrong yet, so I should just listen to it. But after everything Tyson's held back from me, can I really trust him? I have to. Oh my God. Like, why didn't he just tell me that he was hooking up with my sister? He could have just told me. This is just too much drama for me, but I still want to believe. I hear some of you screaming at your phone right now or your computer. I still want to believe that he has nothing to do with this. So I'm going to listen to him. I'm going to give him a chance to explain himself. Okay, so pivotal choice made, a fate has been sealed. Because I'm also kind of dumb like that. I usually takes me a couple let me explains before I'm like, okay, no, we're done. There have been so many people I haven't trusted, and I can't help but think if I had, things might have turned out differently. You heave a sigh and fix Tyson with a look. I'm listening, but you better tell me everything, starting from the beginning. I'll tell you everything, I promise. In truth, things between me and Destiny were kind of an accident. She was the only one who knew I wasn't in school anymore, and since we were both home on the island, we hung out a lot. At first, it was just, scratching an itch. She was lonely, and so was I, but then things kind of evolved. Okay, so you were friends with benefits at first, and then Okay. So Tyson blushes furiously, and your stomach falls as you imagine him touching her the way he touched you. Oh my god. Oh my god, I don't want to think about that. Okay, so the thought of every gentle caress and warm kiss feels like a lie, and you fight back tears. Yeah, was he just fucking me because I was like... I look like my sister, you know? I mean, even though technically our characters don't look alike, with them being sisters, they would look somewhat alike, so... I know I said I wanted to know everything, but feel free to skip the details. Right, sorry. After we made things official, Destiny was super hung up on the promise we made not to hook up within the group. She thought everyone would think she was a hypocrite since that was her idea in the first place. Yeah, she's a big one. Hence the stupid code name and all the secrecy. Exactly. I wanted to tell you guys, but she insisted, and you know how persuasive she could be. That makes sense. Was really unfair to you. I mean, it's actually both, because it makes sense that they did what they did, you know, Heidi and stuff. But it was also unfair to him because even though she was hooking up with him and, you know, they were kind of making things official in a way, she still hid it from everybody because she didn't want to seem like a hypocrite. Like, if you really love somebody, I mean, even if you've set up some stupid rule that nobody dates in the group, if you really love somebody, you're going to share that with everybody. And if you're hiding it, you know, there's something more going on there for hiding it. So, I'm going to go with that was really unfair to you. She treated you like a dirty little secret rather than own up to the fact that she broke a stupid high school pact. She dumped me the night she told us all about LA, and things finally made a little more sense. I think to her, we were always temporary. And I know that doesn't make it okay for me not to have mentioned we had a past, but it was just so embarrassing. I didn't want you to think of me as a loser, too. Oh my god, Tyson. He kicks the toe of his shoe into the ground, and a wave of empathy washes over you. See, it's always... It's that, I feel bad for me thing. Gets me every time. I don't think you're a loser, Ty, and for what it's worth, I get not wanting to tell the world you got dumped. Honestly, it's kind of nice that you tried to honor her wishes even after she was gone, especially since you didn't want to keep that secret to begin with. Everything was such a mess when you told us she died, and by the time I finally got a minute to say something, I just didn't want that to be what people remembered about her. I'm so sorry, Azrael. I know I shouldn't have kept this from you. I just couldn't betray Destiny's memory either. Wow. Thank you for doing that for me or Destiny. I don't know. I don't know which one would be better in that position, that, you know, he kind of like honored my sister, but I mean, he also at the same time, he kept it from me, but we're gonna be, it's all about me. Thank you for doing that for me. Even if we didn't always have the best relationship, she was still my sister, and it means a lot to know you care about her legacy as much as I do. I'd do anything for you, Azrael. Okay, well placed. You placed your trust in Tyson. Thank you for hearing me out. It means a lot to me that you trusted me enough to listen. What's a relationship without trust? So, we're okay? You're gonna have to make it up to me an awful lot, but... His eyes jump to yours with a blinding flash of hope, and you shoot him back a shy smile. Yeah, we're okay. And if you ever want to talk about Destiny's death, your relationship... I don't want to hear about the relationship because he and I are trying to explore a relationship, so we're just going to go through and talk about my sister's death. I'm here. I can't imagine how hard that must have been for you, having to pretend you weren't as close as you actually were. If you want to process any of that, just let me know. I don't think it's really hit me yet, but when it does, I'll let you know. But right now, all I want to do is this. Tyson steps closer, pressing himself against you as he bows his head to graze your lips with his own. Only for Coda to appear in the doorway. Ooh, uh-oh. Hey, sorry, am I interrupting? Of course not, what's up? Coda shoots Tyson a pointed look and he holds up his hands. I know that look anywhere. I guess I'll leave you to it. Leave you two to it. Coda holds the door for him, closing it quickly once he passes through. Okay, what the hell is going on? Because what I just walked in on... Okay, look, I have been flirting with Coda, so I hope that's not what's about to come up here. Before you can finish, you groan and collapse into a nearby chair. Everything is fine. If you consider Tyson banging my sister fine... Whoa. What? Tyson was Destiny's mystery partner. And he just told you that? Out of the blue? Well, no. I used your phone to call the contact and his phone rang. And that doesn't seem weird to you? That he would just keep that info from us until he got caught? He's not the only one who was caught in a lie, remember? Sure, but he's the only one of us who's been caught in multiple lies. Azrael, I think Tyson might be the killer. What? No. Azrael, think about it. At the very least, we have to check. Fine, we'll check, and I'll prove that Tyson isn't the killer. Of course. Whatever's going on, we'll figure this out together. I promise. The sounds of the house settling bring your attention back to the space outside this room, and you can't help but notice how quiet it sounds. Hey, where's Zare? Relax, they're right outside. Coda turns to lead you to where he left Zare in the kitchen, only to find Tyson and Zare chatting at the table. There you two are. I was starting to think you two were talking about me. No, of course not. Oh my god, I would be bad, like, literally in this situation. But before you can say another word, Coda turns to you with fear in his eyes. Azrael, Zare doesn't know. We can't leave them alone with Ty without warning them. Something you two want to share? You turn to find Tyson and Zare looking at you curiously, and in an instant, you get an idea. I was just wondering if you two could help me clean up a little. Between multiple murders and our attempts at keeping people out, it's a total mess in here. You turn to Coda with wide eyes, hoping they say everything you can. Coda, how about you and Tyson take upstairs, and Zare and I will work on stuff down here? Good idea. Coda heads for the stairs, motioning for Tyson to join him, when Tyson frowns. I should help down here. Brian did a number on our defenses, and it's going to be pretty hard to get all those boards back up. Not to brag, but the stock boy lifestyle has gotten me used to manual labor, and I'm tall enough to reach without standing on anything. No offense, Sarah. I don't know, I'm feeling like it's more he wants to be with me than to be alone with Zare, but none taken. Oh, good idea, Tyson. That's okay, we've got it. Oh my god, I feel like they're just setting this up to make me think he's the killer. And, you know, I really want to be with Tyson. But I feel like if I say, oh, that's okay, we got it, I feel like it's too sus. Like, if I was somebody that was in this situation, and I was the one that people were accusing, but I didn't do it, and I had somebody, you know, when I offered to help because it makes sense for me to help, and they're like, oh, no, yeah, we got it. It's okay, you go upstairs. We'll just stay down here. That would send off my radar very fast. Oh my god, I don't know what to say. Oh, good idea, Tyson. That's okay, we got it. Maybe Tyson could stay down here and we go upstairs. But I feel like if I pick good idea, Tyson, that's not what the writers were thinking. Oh my goodness, I don't know. I mean, I should say that's okay, we've got it, but I really just want to say good idea, Tyson. I'm gonna go with that one because I want to. Aha, see? I can't risk him getting suspicious. Looks like I'll have to find another way to get Zare alone. Exactly, see? Suspicious. Sus. I knew it. That would definitely be easier. Thanks. No problem. You help Coda and we'll take care of things down here. Oh, so he does just want him and Zare. Okay, so you can feel Coda's eyes on you, but you ignore his gaze, your mind racing to come up with a new plan. Okay then, you guys get started down here, and I'll bring you back a hammer to tighten up some of those loose boards. And I'll go get started upstairs. You follow Coda up the stairs, and as you reach the top, you pull him aside and lower your voice. So much for warning Zare. What do we do now? We can't leave them together down there for too long. Zare's a sitting duck. We don't know that Tyson's the killer. Besides, as long as we're around, Zare's safe. We just need to make our presence known and look out for the opportunities to let them know what's happening. I mean, also, would Tyson be dumb enough to kill Zare while we're upstairs? Because then we're going to know it's him 100%. I just feel like that's too obvious. Hey, Azrael, where's that hammer? Coming. You open the nearby closet door and dig one out before hurrying back downstairs. One hammer present and accounted for. Thanks. But as you hand the tool over, you don't leave, and Tyson pauses. Something wrong? No. I just wanted to thank you for being so open with me. Thought I'd hang around. Let's go with being open with me. I know it couldn't have been easy, but it's so nice to have everything out in the open. For a moment, Tyson looks at you warily, then he cracks a smile. Yeah, it's a pretty big weight off my shoulders, too. How did Zare take the news? You nod over to where Zare is hard at work, and Tyson pauses. I haven't mentioned it yet. Don't you think you should? Of course, but it's not exactly the easiest news to break, and it's kind of personal. I'd like to do it in my own time. Which all makes sense to me. All makes sense. Before you can respond, Zare cries out from across the room. Damn it! You okay? You hurry over to find them discarding shards of broken glass into heavy newspaper. Fine, just nicked myself. Here, let me help you with that. You crouch down beside them, out of Tyson's sight, and with a shaky breath you lower your voice. Listen, Zare, we don't have much time. Tyson... You know, I think I'll help too. Out of nowhere, Tyson kneels next to you, and you clam up. Zare looks at you strangely. What were you saying about Tyson, Azrael? Yeah, what'd I miss? You turn to look at Tyson and find his eyes locked onto yours. Oh my god, he is the killer. Oh my god. Of course I would fall for the killer. Why not? Nothing really. Just that you have something you need to admit to. I'm pretty sure this used to be a gift from you. Oh, do I want to call him out on blast? Do I want to put him on blast? I don't know. Should I go with the gift? I don't know. Let's try the gift. You gesture to the remnants of an old photo frame, the picture behind the smashed glasses of your crew, all alive and well, and you pluck it from the mess. I was hoping we could get it cleaned up before you saw what happened to it. And what, pray I never noticed? Come on, Azrael, I'm more observant than that. Well, I'm sneakier than you'd think. Obviously not very sneaky. Zare slips the photo out of your hand and gazes at it wistfully. This is the last time we were all together, before you went abroad, Azrael. You glance at the photo over their shoulder, taking in the faces you'll never see again. I still can't really believe they're gone. Tyson reaches over, but instead of taking the photo, he grips Zare's hand in his and examines her wound. We should get this cleaned up before it gets infected. First aid kit still where it always is, Azrael? Oh, You don't get another word in before Tyson helps Zare to their feet and off to get bandaged. Well, I don't know if that's sus or not. Coda leans over the balcony to beckon you upstairs, and as you reach the landing, he pulls you into the bathroom and closes the door. Well? It's like he's blocking me from getting any time alone with him. I couldn't say anything because he was always right there. Now that could also be because he's not ready to talk about Destiny and the relationship. And maybe he is embarrassed because he knows she basically used him because she dumped him the minute she was going to LA. Could also be why she died though. Because she dumped him. On one hand, it sucks Zare still has no clue what's going on, but on the other, they're still alive, so it's not a total loss. Of the two, that's definitely the most important thing. I just wish there was some way to know for sure Tyson's even the killer. What if we're doing all of this for nothing? It's not like we can afford to stop watching Ty to look. There are only two of us, and someone has to keep an eye out. Excuse me. You sigh and pace the space and pace the space, your mind going a mile a minute. It's too bad we don't have a bat signal or something to get people over here. Since everyone knows there's a killer around, Zare would be safe in a group. Out of the corner of your eye, you see the notoriously tricky electrical outlet by the bathroom counter, and an idea begins to form. Would Zare actually be safe in a group, though? Because, if I remember right, when we were running from the killer, and we were going through the TerrorFest, people were being murdered, and that was a massive group. So I don't know if a group's really going to be helpful. Actually, I think we do. Do you remember when Destiny was getting ready for your guys' senior prom? You mean when she plugged in so many hairstyling tools that she shorted out the breaker and caused the power to go out for every house in a mile radius? We had neighbors from all over coming to figure out what happened and help us start the generator until the power came back on. If we could do that again, we'll have our group, but we'll also be in the dark with somebody they think's a murderer. You turn to look at the outlet. Short the breaker to get a moment alone with Zare and a boost to your fortitude score. And I mean, I got the headlamp already, so okay. Short the breaker. Time to let sparks fly. So we are going to do that. Quickly, you drop to your knees to peer under the sink. Search the closet. We need anything that's going to use up a good amount of energy. On it. Together you grab every heated styling tool you can find and plug them all in at once, but the power doesn't so much as flicker. Maybe Destiny got it fixed. Your dad must have had the issue fixed. Maybe, but every electrical system has a limit. I just have to find it and then push past it. What am I supposed to do? Keep an eye on Tyson and look out for Zare. I'll have my phone in case you need to text me. Let's hope this works. As Coda slips out of the room to head downstairs, you turn on all the appliances you found and give the room a once-over. Okay, one room down. Text from Coda incoming. But as you step back out into the hall, you feel your phone buzz in your pocket and you barely get a chance to glance at the message before you hear footsteps on the stairs. Crap. Quickly, you dash across the Aldo pile of cans left over from the party and start scooping them up. Hey, I thought I'd come join you up here. They seem to have the hang of it downstairs. Perfect timing. If you want to finish picking things up in the hall, I'm going to check the damage in my room. Sure. You ignore the guilt that fills you at the suspicion in Tyson's voice and head for your room. I need to move quickly or he's going to figure out what I'm up to. Inside, you scan the room for electronics to plug in. Is that electric? Can't wait, that's a candle. I didn't mean to... Without thinking, you set up the first object. I wanted to look at it to see if it was going to say electric candle, and I didn't think it was going to pick it. Oh my god, that's so stupid. This is going to help me. I need electronics. You take a cursory look around. Okay, laptop. I know that works. Quickly, you scoop up your laptop and fish the charger from between the wall and your mattress. Yes! With one last look at the door, you look around desperately. Usually, they give you a freebie, and then as long as I get this one right, I won't. Oh my god! I can't believe I picked a candle. I just wanted to see because it looked like the electric candle that I have. Like I have a plug-in candle that looked just like that candle, and I just wanted to get a better look at it, and apparently that selects it. So that was stupid. Oh god. The microphone? Karaoke mic, okay. You grab the microphone from your bookshelf and plug it in, wincing at the reverb. Another room down, now it's time to go. But as you reach for the doorknob, you spot the lamp on your bedside table and rush over to flick it on. Your foot nudges your old white noise machine peeking out from under your bed. One last thing. You stoop to grab it, but before you can drag it out, you hear a voice from the doorway. Lose something? You narrowly avoid banging your head on the bed frame as you get to your feet and turn to face him. Just checking to see if anything got knocked under here. Okay. Look, I don't want to sound paranoid, but are you trying to get away from me? No, of course not. For a moment, Tyson studies you. Then he nods and heads for the door. Right, well... I'm gonna go clean up the study. I'll check in with you again in a bit, okay? Sure, sounds good. As Tyson heads off in the direction of the study, you can't help but feel bad for lying. I've got to hurry so I can get the proof to clear Tyson's name. You take a last look around the room, plugging in any remaining electronics you see before heading out to start on the next room. But as you pass the bathroom, you notice that the cords of the things you had plugged in have been unplugged and put away. Tyson must have cleaned up on his way to the study, but was he just being helpful, or does he know something's up? Either way, I'm going to need to kick things up a notch. I'll mess with the light switches, turn on the washer and dryer. Oh, I don't know. Maybe the washer and dryer? I mean, that should suck up a lot of juice. You head for the back stairs, creeping down them as quietly as you can. Hopefully, these, plus all the things plugged in upstairs, will be the push I need. You crank the settings up to the highest heat on both machines, then push start. Here goes nothing. Both machines whirl to life and you hold your breath. But only seconds later, the lights go out and the machines go quiet. Yes, thank God that worked. You waste no time rushing to meet the others, letting out a little sigh of relief when you find them all together. Why'd the power go out? Is the killer here? I put my money on the killer being closer than you think. You resist the urge to look at Tyson and focus your gaze on Zare's fearful expression. I can't be for sure about the killer, but it looks like the whole block is out. We may need to send someone to help with the generator. You're seconds from suggesting Zare go when Tyson steps closer, the shadows casting his face in darkness. At least that's what happened last time anyway. You don't say. You feel the weight of Tyson's gaze fall on you, but a knock on the door saves you from having to meet it. I got it. You open the door and can hardly keep from sighing in relief at the sight of Hassan and a small crowd of neighbors gathered on the lawn. Hey Azrael, can you spare a couple of people to help get the generator back online? Of course, Zare. But before you even get a chance to suggest your plan, Tyson speaks up. Zare and I'll go. After all, no one should be alone out there. Right, Azrael? Right. As you watch them walk off with the rest of the neighbors, Coda comes to stand at your shoulder. Do you think they'll be okay? They're surrounded by people, so I sure hope so. Either way, we can't afford to waste any time. You turn to face him and your mind formulated a plan even as you speak. Safety in numbers, you protected Zare. Head to Tyson's house and see if you can find anything there that can prove he's the killer. I'll go up to Destiny's room. If they've been seeing each other, he might have left stuff there too. Alright, but be careful. I don't like having to move around in the dark like this. As you and Coda part ways, you head for Destiny's room. I mean, what's going to keep, if he is the murderer, what's going to keep Tyson from sneaking back into the house and offing me? Alright, let's see what we can find. You look around the room trying to decide where to start. I need to find evidence as quickly as possible. Where is there most likely to be something damning? I should look in Destiny's desk, bedside table. Usually people put more personal things in their bedside table. But the desk could be good. Let's do bedside table. You head over to the nightstand and open the small drawer, but it doesn't take long to see there's nothing helpful inside. Of course not. Damn it, nothing but gum wrappers, hair ties, and some lip balm. Although the desk was probably that way too. You close the drawer and notice a floral patterned notebook on the nightstand's lower shelf. Quickly you open it to a random page. It looks like a diary. Weird. I wouldn't have thought Destiny kept one. You flip to the end and backtrack to the last entry to find that it's from the day you got back. I told Tyson he couldn't stay over tonight because with Azrael back in the party, there's no way we won't get caught. He seemed upset, so I suggested we go to his house, and he said no again. For someone so clingy, he's weirdly against me going to his house. In fact, he hasn't invited me over once since we started seeing each other. It's definitely suspicious. I wonder where he's hiding. Maybe he's got a live-in girlfriend. Does it necessarily mean he's the killer? I need to keep looking. This isn't enough on its own to prove anything. You fire off a quick text to Coda. Def found some weird stuff, but no proof of anything yet. Update you again soon. Okay, I'm almost at Ty's house. Okay, when you get there, try talking to the neighbors going in through the back door. Oh my god, do I send him inside? Like, what is talking to the neighbors gonna do? Okay, we'll send him in back. We don't need anyone seeing you and thinking you're the killer. Good point. I'm heading in now. Keep your phone close. Will do. Be careful. Always. You abandon strategy and just start rummaging through everything. But other than recovering some clothes of yours she must have stolen from your closet, you didn't find anything. Then your phone buzzes in your pocket. You pull it out and see it's a video call from Coda before answering. Oh god, this is either good or bad. Hey, what'd you find out? Azrael, something is so not right here. Look. Coda turns the camera around, revealing what looks like an abandoned house. What the hell? Why does it look like no one has been in there for ages? Because they haven't, or at least they haven't been living here. Everything is covered in dust and there's barely any food in the cabinets. It's weird, but we know that he was seeing Destiny, so it's possible he was staying here all that time. I think he was staying closer than you or Destiny could have imagined. Coda moves over to a nearby table, holding the phone over a set of blueprints spread out on top of it. Blueprints for your house. Oh my god. That's my house. And this part of it is circled, see? I'm not sure, but I think it's the passage between Destiny's and mine room. But I was just in there a few days ago. It was totally empty. Even as you say the words, you can't really remember much about the passage. It was dark and Brian was closing in. Dread fills you. I think... Azrael, I have a bad feeling about this. I should trust Coda, trust Tyson. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is there no explanation other than I've been sleeping with the killer? I mean... Oh my god. Like... It is odd. This is all odd. Why is his home abandoned? Why are there blueprints of my house? But then also, I'm just trusting Coda's word that he's actually at Tyson's house. That he actually just found those blueprints. I don't know who to trust. This game has got... This is the best writing that Choices has ever done, because I am at a loss of who to trust. Like all the other games, like It Lives 2, there's one about a haunted mansion. I mean, those always kind of went in a route where you could go, okay, I see where this is going. I know what's going on. But this one has been above and beyond probably the best writing that they have done to confuse me. And I don't know. I don't know. Like, if what Coda's saying true, if this is all true, then I would trust Coda. But how do I know this isn't a setup by Coda? Maybe Coda's trying to make me suspicious of Ty. Maybe he's feeding me these things to make me suspicious, to get me away from Ty. Because he knows Tyson's gonna protect me. Oh my god, what if this is Coda's house? Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like y'all are screaming at me again. Like, trust Coda, but I'm gonna pick Tyson. I am gonna pick Tyson. He's my ride or die. He's my love interest. And you know what? Maybe I get to go evil in this book. Maybe I become Stabby Joe's wife. You know what? Why not? I've always wanted to go evil in the reality games, and actually be the main villain. So let's. We're gonna trust Tyson. Coda, Tyson was just as surprised as the rest of you to find out that passage was there. I think he's being set up. By who? Azrael? Think. Maybe by you. Just because I don't think the same way you do doesn't mean I'm not thinking, Coda. I just don't see any way it could be him. Then go check out that passageway. If I'm wrong, it'll be empty, and we can put this to bed once and for all. Oh, I'm gonna go check it out, alright. Coda hangs up on you, and you push down the anger simmering in your stomach as you head for Destiny's closet. You push your way to the back of Destiny's closet and slide open the door to the passage. Okay, Taya, please don't prove Coda right. Because I can't go back and make relationship changes. But as you creep inside, you use the flashlight on your phone and stop short as the light falls on a mattress pushed up against one wall. Wait, those are my sheets. Oh, that's weird. As you look around, it's clear someone's been living here, and if you hadn't been in such a rush to run from Brian, there's no way you'd have missed it. Your mouth falls open as you take it all in, and your eyes catch on two strange grooves in the wall. They let in a fraction of light, and curious, you can't help but lean closer to peek through them, only to see your room on the other side. Oh my god. You rip your eyes away, and your heart begins to pound. Ty drilled holes in my wall to spy on me. You scurry away from the wall, and your hand knocks against a wooden box. The lock on it hangs loose as if someone's been in it recently and left in a hurry. I'll bet whatever's in there is going to be my smoking gun. But the question is, can I stomach it? Investigate the box for a deeper look into what these walls would say if they could talk, and a boost to your fortitude score. Well, we're gonna open Pandora's box. What's in the box? What's in the box? We're gonna open it. Curiosity killed the cat, but I've got to know. Remembering the contents of the last box you opened, you ease the lid off as gently as possible and peer inside, and breathe a sigh of relief. It's just a random collection of papers, but there's something in here making the box heavy. I should start looking through the papers, find the heavy thing. I mean, do the papers mean anything? Maybe I should just find the heavy thing. Please don't be another body part. You dump out the box's contents onto the mattress and are immediately confronted with the item weighing the box down. It's the knife. The one with my name on it from Destiny's party game. It's been wiped clean of Alan's blood, but your name is still there, clear as day. Weirded out, you push it aside. You close your eyes for a second, reluctant to uncover any more of the box's secrets, but you know you have to. Alan, Destiny, Lucky, and everyone else that's been killed deserves for someone to know the full truth of what happened to them. You force yourself to look back down at the box's contents and pick another thing to look at. I should choose the paperclip stack of photos or the bulky manila envelope. There we go. Almost said vanilla again. This still doesn't prove who this belongs to. This could be Coda's for all we know. I don't think the photos are important as the envelope, so let's look at the envelope. You pick up the envelope and pull out a familiar photo. This is a copy of the photo Tyson gave me of all of us. Me, Destiny, Zare, Lucky, Coda. But on this version, some of the faces are crossed out, and it doesn't take you long to realize everyone who's crossed out is dead. Shocked, you drop the photo, shattering the frame, and when you try to gather all the pieces, you notice the writing scrawled across the back of the photo. Goodbye, LA. Hello, forever, family. What? Could he have killed Destiny because she was leaving? You start to feel sick thinking about all this, but as you go to put everything back in the box, you notice two envelopes. One is addressed to Destiny, and the other is addressed to you. I'm not sure I even want to know what's in these. I'll open Destiny's, I'll open mine. I'm gonna open mine. You go to rip open the envelope, but find it hasn't been sealed yet. You pull out the single piece of paper and unfold it. Azrael, after everything that's happened, I realize I may never get the opportunity to tell you this in person. So I'm writing you this note to tell you why I had to kill Destiny, Lucky, and the others. In short, I did it for us. I couldn't let Destiny move away or let Alan encroach on the family we made. I tried to explain it to Lucky, but she didn't get it. I'm hoping you will. And if I don't, then what? I have to die too? You feel anger and adrenaline surge through your body, and you grip the piece of paper in your hand so tight it creases. But as much as you want to tear the letter to shreds in frustration, you stop yourself. I don't know what's going to happen, and for all I know, I'll need every single piece of evidence I can get. But there's no explanation that could make any of this worth it. You clench the letter in your fist and close your eyes, trying to focus on your breathing. You think about Alan, Destiny, and Lucky, and how close you were doing right by their memories. I can't afford to let my anger get the better of me now, not when they're counting on me. When you feel like you're in control of yourself again, you scoop everything back into the box and close the lid. What's done in the dark? You've got all the evidence you need against the killer. I've got to tell Coda about this, but we still don't know if it's actually Tyson. Like, it might not be him. I still think it's a setup, but I don't know. You tuck the box under your arm and start to crawl back to Destiny's closet. But as you do, you take one last look back at the mattress and the peepholes drilled in your closet and feel a burst of energy flow through you. I swear, I'll do everything in my power to avenge Destiny and Lucky's deaths, to bring Tyson to justice. I'm gonna avenge their deaths. Even if that means killing Tyson with my own two hands. Oh, I didn't want to go that far, but you turn, gripping the box tight under your arm. Get ready, Tyson. I'm coming for you. With the need for revenge burning in your chest, you scurry back through the passage door and into Destiny's closet. Immediately, you're bathed in comforting light, the smell of her cherry blossom perfume washing over you. Wait, that smell wasn't here before, and if the lights are back on, then that means... There you are, Azrael. Your heart stops as you hear the familiar voice. When you look up, you find Tyson staring down at you, his imposing frame filling the closet doorway and leaving no room for escape. I think it's time we talk. Oh, God. Oh, no. This is not how I wanted this to go. Yeah, that's not a good thing happening right now. Oh my goodness, that was get off my screen. That was good. It was good, but I don't know. We only have what Coda's telling us, and Coda could just be admitting to it, all of it. But I don't know. Okay, so chapter 14 is called Dead and Buried. Things come to a head when a trek into the tunnels leads to disaster. Oh my God. I don't even know what to think of that chapter. I don't know. I mean, things are coming to pass that I don't want to come to pass. I didn't want to believe it was Tyson. But, you know, it very well could be. Very well could be. Maybe he's like the son of that guard. He could be the son of the guard. I don't know. Or like the grandson of the guard or something. Because Stabby Joe is our grandfather, so he'd probably be like the grandson. But yeah, oh my gosh. Let me know down in the comments down below what you think of this chapter. I'm definitely not happy it's heading towards Tyson. But I guess we'll just have to see what happens in the next chapter for sure. So like I said, leave me a comment down below. Leave me a like. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you next time. Bye.